Here we are in Teams, and of course our objective is to process a new incoming RFP. So we've gone to our RFP Response Assistant agent, and we'll type in upload RFP. The first question it's going to ask, is this for an existing client or a new client? If it was an existing client, we'd be able to pick the client and so forth, pick the contacts. But in this case, let's do a new client. And we'll put the RFP name. And of course, the business unit is BPCI, internal business unit. And the client name is MSI Global Advisors. And for the contact, we'll use Eric. And a description. All right, now we're going to say upload documents. And we'll just drag and drop a document. And you can have as many documents as are part of an RFP. I'll just grab one document at the moment. And again, you can add as many documents as appropriate. It's going to ask me, do you have more documents you want to add? And I'll say, nope, just the one. And again, you can upload as many as you like. Now it's going to go off and process that document. Its objective is to extract, of course, all the questions and then take those questions and ask documents that are in the repository that have been approved for reuse to make sure to get all the answers to those questions. So again, it's going to get the questions out of the document. It's going to turn on and ask those questions of approved documents and then create an answer document. Our questions have been extracted, and now it's going to go off and get the answers. Okay, it looks like our questions have been answered. We've got our answer document, and here's a link. Let's take a look at M-Files and see what we've got. I'll use M-Files Web. And here we are. It looks like it created our employee onboarding solution. All right, the object for this client RFP. Remember, that's the name that we gave it in that Teams session when we went through with the agent. Here's the name. The client it created, MSI Global Advisors. It created a contact, and it signed the business unit per what we've done. It extracted the due date for the questions and the due date for the RFP. Gave it a unique identifier and marked the status as active. What else do we have? Well, it looks like we've got 3 documents. Here's the document we uploaded. So if I click on that, there's that document. And you can see it pulled out the due date for the questions and the due date for the RFP. All right. It signed the appropriate metadata. Then it took that, built the question document. This is just the questions out of the document. All right. And then it took those questions and then got the answers. How did it get the answers? Well, it took each question and went against responses that are approved for reuse. So if you'll notice, one of the fields is approved for reuse. In this case, no, because this is the questions. When you do your final response, you would indicate if a document is worthy of being reused, okay? And if the answer is yes, it will go off and ask those questions against those documents, the documents that are marked for reuse. Also, if you want, you can put a review date. That way you can validate that, hey, I only want to get answers from documents that are of a certain age. So review date means take a look at it in 6 months. Is it still valid? All right. And you may change from approved for reuse, yes, to approved, no. All right. But again, the questions are asked against documents that you have approved for reuse. Okay. I've got my contact information. It built a contact. Looks like it reused an existing contact. It's great. And then clients. This is the client object it built. All right. So it's that easy to go off and upload your RFP documents, be able to extract the questions, ask the questions of curated documents in your M-Files repository, and get your answers.